Good morning, student. Today I'm explaining you in this video business studies for class 12th, and this is chapter 3, management and business environment. So in previous video I already covered the elements and dimensions of business environment. As I told you that we will study only general environment that includes economic, political, social, legal, technological environment, and specific environment we will not discuss in class 12th. As I told you, these are customers, owners, investors, suppliers, creditors, employees, trade unions, competitors, government, etc. So all these are the uh, factors which directly influence the working of a business firm. Okay, now new industrial policy, new economic policy. So in 1991, the Indian economy faced a serious foreign exchange crisis, high government deficit, and a rising trend of prices, deficit bumper crops. Okay, so in 1991, India adopted this foreign policy, and as a part of economic reforms, the Indian government announced a new industrial policy in July 1991. So, the main aim of new industrial policy was to create a more competitive environment in the economy and to remove the barriers of entry and growth of the firms. Okay, so we will discuss about the board features of this policy. First of all, delicensing. So, the new policy abolish industrial licensing for all projects except for the 6 industries. Okay, so in this new industrial policy, very important new step has taken by the government, that is only 6 industries government has took itself, and rest of the industries government did privatize. Then second, decrease in role of the public sector. So the role of public sector was limited. Only 4 industries of strategic importance and remaining industries were open for private sector. So only 4 sector government has took as a private sector, and rest of they did privatize. The third features, that is disinvestment. So it refers to selling a part or the whole of the share of the public sector undertaking. इसमें either the government has fully given to the private sector, or in some cases it is given half. So disinvestment was carried out in case of many public sector industrial enterprises. Okay. Now liberalization of foreign capital. So the share of foreign equity participation was increased, and in many activities 100% foreign direct investments was permitted. Okay, so in this, government has given the authority that the companies who are investing in our country, half of the portion equity participant allow by the other countries businessmen, and in some cases they given totally 100% foreign investment. Okay, then next, liberal policy for technical collaboration. So automatic permissions was guaranteed the technology एग्रीमेंट विद फॉरेन कंपनीज. तो जिन भी फॉरेन कंपनीज के साथ एग्रीमेंट हो रहा था, उनको ऑटोमेटिक परमिशन दे दिया कि वो हमारे कंट्री में आके एंट्री कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट, सेटिंग अप फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रमोशन बोर्ड, FIPB. ये एक बोर्ड सेंशन किया गया, स्टार्ट किया गया, सेट किया गया, सो दैट दे लुक आउट ऑल द फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट इन इंडिया. Then de-reservation under small scale industries. So many goods produced by the small scale industries were de-reserved. Okay, पहले वो मोर वो रिजर्व थी, फिर वो सब de-reserved कर दी गई. ठीक है. Now basically 3 things we will be discussed in economic policy. One is liberalization, privatization and globalization. So first of all, let me explain you about liberalization. So liberalization means removal of unnecessary controls and restriction on business. Okay, so it involves removal of entry and growth, restriction on the private sector enterprises, and end of license, permit quota, The purpose was to unlock the economic potential of country by encouraging private sector and MNCs to invest and expand. तो बेसिकली लिबरलाइजेशन करने का मेन मोटो ये था कि यहाँ पे जो कंपनीज लिबरल होके वर्क नहीं कर पाती थी, वो अब नाउ द अपॉर्चुनिटी हैज़ गिवन बाय द गवर्नमेंट थ्रू द इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी, then that they do their investment in other countries also, and other countries multinational companies have get the opportunity to work in our country. Okay, so this is the liberalization, and many of the policies government has done liberalize. Second, privatization. So privatization means giving greater role to the private sector in the nation building process and reduce role of the public sector. तो प्राइवेटाइजेशन में जो पब्लिक सेक्टर का जो अभी तक रोल प्ले हो रहा था उसको थोड़ा सा कम किया गया. मोर ओवर चांसेस गिवन टू द प्राइवेट सेक्टर ऑल्सो. ठीक है, लाइक डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट ऑन द पब्लिक सेक्टर्स ओनली. ओके, 51 if private sector acquires more than 51% share, then it would result in transfer of ownership and second management of public sector undertakings to the private sector. And then second, they sets BIFR, that is Board of Industrial and Financial Reconstructions. Their work, their main task is to set up all those private sectors or public sectors companies, those who are not working for last so many years and still they are very sick. Okay, the third main phenomena in economic policy, that is globalization, means integrating the various economies. इसमें जितनी भी वर्ल्ड की इकोनॉमीज़ हैं उन सबको इंटीग्रेट किया गया, एक साथ जोड़ा गया, एंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड लीडिंग टूवर्ड्स द एमरजेंस ऑफ अ वेल इंटीग्रेटेड ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी, ताकि एक हम ग्लोबली इकोनॉमी को हम उसके साथ हम बढ़ सकें. ठीक है, सो ग्लोबलाइजेशन इंक्रीज द लेवल ऑफ इंटरैक्शन एंड इंटरडिपेंडेंट अमंग द वेरियस नेशंस ऑफ ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी. तो ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी से हमारा जो कंट्री है वो इंटरनेशनली अदर इकोनॉमी के साथ जुड़ता है ऑटोमेटिकली, एंड बिजनेस एंटरप्राइज कैन नाउ इजीली सर्व customers in a distant geographical market. तो अभी तक only we have limited customers, and now through this economic policy beyond the geographical limit we have different and multi customers we have. So this has been made possible by the rapid advancements in technology and liberal trade policy by the government. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.